Marcus Aurelius reminds us that there's never any need to get worked up about things you can't control. Whether it's current events in the world, whether it's stock market volatility, are we going to enter a recession? Are we not going to enter a recession? You can't control any of those things. And the more that you try to control them or you worry about what's going to happen, the more anxious you are, the more anxiety you have. And so by learning what is in your control and focusing on what's in your control, you make better decisions. You have less stress, less worry, less anxiety. And the same thing can and should be applied to your financial strategy. The principle of control should be one of your top priorities when it comes to determining where you're going to invest, when it comes to deciding which financial asset to purchase. About 10 years ago, my wife and I wanted to buy an investment property, and it was before I started to implement the financial strategies that I implement now and that I help my teammates implement. Control wasn't one of the primary principles. All I was doing at that time was maxing out my Roth IRAs, contributing to my TSP, and while at the time I had an okay amount of money invested, I didn't have it readily available. I didn't control its use. And therefore, when it came to buying an investment property, we didn't have enough liquid cash available to do that. And fast forward to now, real estate investing is one of my favorite places to invest. And in order to be able to do that, in order to be able to jump on opportunities, I had to figure out where to put my money, where I could control it, where I could have some control over the use of it. And so that's what I'm getting at. I can't control interest rates. I can't control whether or not the stock market is up when I need it to be up, when I need my money. I can't control what any of those companies in the S&P 500 do. But what I can control is I can control where I store my capital. I can pick which financial asset I store my capital in. And I can pick an asset that has tax advantages, that keeps my money safe, that's not volatile, that still earns a rate of return, even though that's not the primary focus right now in this conversation, but it still earns a rate of return that is competitive when you consider other safe places to park your money, maybe a money market account or a savings account or a checking account, CDs, what have you. I can control where to put my money, where to store it. And then I can take that principle of control and I can apply it to the financial asset itself. And meaning I want to put my money and store my capital in assets where I can control the use of the money. Where when I want to invest in real estate or when I want to invest in my business or invest in other businesses, or heck, when I have an emergency that pops up or any other opportunity, I want to have control over the use of my cash, of my capital, so that I can participate in those opportunities. And that is control. Control over where you put your money, control over the use of that money once it's inside that asset. Keep that in mind as a very important principle to your financial strategy. If you have any questions, reach out, email me, or click the link to schedule a call with me. Have a great week.